You think you choose what you buy. But what if most of your decisions are already influenced before you even realize it? Every day, brands use powerful psychological tricks to guide your choices, shape your habits, and make you spend more, without you noticing. From the way prices are displayed, to fake urgency, limited offers, and even the colors you see, everything is carefully designed to affect your brain. In this video, you'll discover 10 powerful ways brands manipulate your behavior, and once you see them, you won't look at shopping the same way again. Why does almost everything cost $9.99 instead of $10? It's not random, it's psychological. Your brain doesn't read numbers the way you think it does. It focuses on the first digit, not the last ones. So when you see 9.99, your brain instantly registers 9, not 10. That tiny 1-cent difference tricks your mind into thinking the price is significantly lower than it actually is. That's why you'll see it everywhere, from online stores to supermarkets, because it works. So next time you see 9.99, remember, you're not saving money. You're being influenced to spend it. Have you ever seen a product listed at $200, crossed out, and now it's only $99? That's called price anchoring. Your brain uses the first number it sees as a reference point. So when you see 200 first, anything lower suddenly feels like a great deal, even if the product was never actually worth that much. Brands intentionally show you a higher original price to anchor your perception, so the discount feels bigger than it really is. For example, a jacket might be listed at $150, then reduced to $89. But in reality, it may have always been meant to sell at that lower price. The higher number isn't there to inform you. It's there to influence you. So next time you see a huge discount, ask yourself, is it really a deal, or just a trick to make you feel like it is? Only a few left in stock. Offer ends tonight. Don't miss out. Ever notice how often you see messages like these? That's FOMO, the fear of missing out. Brands create a sense of urgency to push you into making faster decisions. Because when you feel like time is running out, you stop thinking rationally and start reacting emotionally. Instead of asking, do I really need this? Your brain switches to, what if I lose this opportunity? For example, you're shopping online and suddenly see only 3 items left. Even if you weren't planning to buy, that message creates pressure, and makes the product feel more valuable than it actually is. And the truth is, sometimes that urgency isn't even real. It's designed to rush you. So next time you see limited time or almost sold out, pause for a second. Because the real goal isn't to help you. It's to make you act before you think. Have you ever seen limited edition or only 100 made, and suddenly felt like you need it right now? That's scarcity. Your brain assigns higher value to things that feel rare, even if they're not. If something is hard to get, your mind assumes it must be better. And brands know this. A sneaker drop. A limited run watch. Only 2 left in stock. Even when nothing is actually special about the product. The fear of missing out takes over. You don't think. You react. And that's exactly the point. Because scarcity doesn't increase value. It increases urgency. Have you ever seen over 1 million sold or thousands of 5-star reviews, and instantly trusted the product? That's social proof. Your brain uses other people's behavior as a shortcut for decisions. If everyone else wants it, it must be good, right? Brands exploit this constantly. Bestseller. Trending now. 10,000 plus happy customers. Even if you had 0 interest seconds ago. Suddenly it feels like the safe choice. Not because it's better, but because it's popular. And popularity is persuasive. Have you ever picked the middle option, thinking it's the smartest choice? That's not random. That's the decoy effect. Brands don't just give you options. They design them to guide your decision. Small, $3 medium, $6 large, $7.50 the large suddenly feels like a better deal. So the medium becomes the reasonable choice. But here's the trick, you were never choosing freely. You were being steered toward a specific option. Have you ever bought buy 2 get 1 free, even when you only needed 1? That's bundling. Your brain hears free and shuts off critical thinking. It feels like a deal. So you buy more than you planned. Just to save money. Example, 1 shampoo, $10, 3 pack, $20, you think you're winning. But in reality, you just spent more than necessary. Not because you needed it. Because the deal felt too good to ignore. Have you ever felt drawn to a product without knowing why? That's design psychology. Colors aren't random. Red creates urgency. Blue builds trust. Green signals health or calm. Even button placement is engineered. A bright buy now button gets more clicks than a neutral one, not because it's better, but because your brain reacts faster than it thinks. Nothing is accidental. Not the colors. Not the layout. Not even where your eyes land first. Have you ever bought something just because an influencer recommended it? That's transfer of trust. Your brain doesn't just see the product. It sees the person you trust endorsing it. So their credibility becomes the product's credibility. If they use it, it must be good. Even if you never needed it before. Suddenly it feels like a smart decision. But here's the truth, you're not always buying the product. Sometimes, you're buying trust. Have you ever signed up for a free trial, and ended up paying without realizing? That's inertia in action. Once you start, your brain avoids stopping. Canceling feels like effort. So you delay it. And forget it. Streaming apps, software, subscriptions. They don't rely on you loving the product. They rely on you forgetting to leave. Because the easiest money isn't from selling. It's from you doing nothing. Now you've seen how brands influence your decisions. Scarcity. Social proof. Pricing tricks. Design. Influencers. Free trials. This isn't about blaming brands. It's about understanding how your mind is being guided every day. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. So next time something feels like a great deal, pause for a second and ask yourself, am I choosing this? Or is it being chosen for me? If this opened your eyes, subscribe, because this is just the beginning of how psychology shapes your world.